Now let us begin with our new topic, chapter number 4, thermodynamics, which is from your 12th standard physics textbook. Now, before going through this chapter, we have observed that when a piece of ice, ice cube, is placed in a water at a room temperature, the ice will start, melting, and slowly the water starts cooling down. That is, its temperature is going to change. Why does there is a change in temperature? Even when there is a water boiling, then why there is a temperature change, or why does its temperature remains constant? All these things are being explained very nicely in this chapter. Now, if you have seen a balloon which is already blown, and if you burst that balloon, then what will happen? That also we are going to study in this topic. Now, in 11th standard, we have already been studying about thermal properties of matter. Now, in this chapter, we will study some laws which will, explain this thermal energy. Now, we know that some of the work which has been done, that will be converted into heat, or heat is going to convert it into, work. Why this is happening and how it is happening? Okay, now if you have seen, when we drive a vehicle, its engine gets warmer, right? That is, it gets heated. If a tremendous heat is being produced when brass cannons were bored. That is, we are using drill to bore the cannons. Okay, during this drilling of the cannons, lot of heat is being produced. That is, the cannon were getting heated. Why they were getting heated? Okay, and how are they getting heated? Then we observe that according to this example which we have seen now, the work which is done by the system is converted into heat. So therefore, this example explains you how work is going to be converted into heat. Now, in your basic domestic life, we have already gone through this diagram. When an object is put on a gas and it is having a steel or a metal handle without any insulator, then what will happen? Yes, when the burner is on, the metal gets heated and slowly the heat is going to transfer till the end of the handle. And if you touch that handle, then what will happen? You will feel, heating, or you will feel that the object is more warmer. The temperature has become, more at that point. So therefore, you will get hurt on your palm, right? So why this is happening? What is actually this? So when a hot object is in contact with cold object, since our hand as compared to the object which is on the gas is more, cold, right? So when the hot object is in contact with a cold object, then we notice that after some time, both the object will become of same temperature, right? So the hot object gets cooler and the cold object gets warmer. That is, for example, if you put a spoon inside a vegetable or inside a hot soup, then what will happen? The soup is hot, right? So the heat is going to transfer through the spoon till the end. That means the spoon was at a normal temperature and the soup is at a higher temperature. So therefore, according to this, we can say that the heat is transferring from hot object to the cooler object. So therefore, after some time, there is no exchange of heat between these two objects. Why? Because both the object will be of same temperature. That is only explained in this. That is, the hot object gets cooler and the cold object gets warmer. That means something is going to be exchanged between the two objects. And what is this something? It is called as what? Heat. So therefore, there is a transfer of heat from the soup towards the spoon. Thus, the heat is a form of energy. So we can conclude that heat flows from hot body to the cold body. Here we are using the word hot and cold. We are not going to use any word that is temperature, because now we are going to see about the temperature later. Okay, so here before the temperature was came into theories, we were not at all knowing about the temperature, so we were using the words hot and cold. So therefore we can conclude that the heat flows from hot body to cold body, right? So how we can know the hot body, it is hot, it is a hot object, and it is a cold object. So therefore this temperature was came in the theories, the word temperature was established over there. Okay, now to understand the direction of flow of heat, we need to know about temperature, because if there is a question asked to you that how does the what is the direction of heat, then you will again question that what is the temperature of the both the bodies, then only you are able to understand, then only you are able to explain what is the direction of flow. So that means what? Temperature is very much important to explain the direction of flow of heat. Now thermodynamics, right? That's our chapter's name. Thermodynamics is a branch of physics that deals with the concepts of heat, temperature, and interconversions of heat and other forms of energy. So let us see thermal equilibrium. Now what is thermal equilibrium? When two objects having different temperature are kept in contact with each other, for example a hot body and a cold body, they are in contact with each other, then what will happen? So we will think that after some time the heat is going to transfer from hot body to the cold body, and the cold body starts becoming warmer. That means the temperature of the cold body starts increasing. Until how much it will increase? It will increase with the equivalent temperature of the second object. That means after some time you will see that both the bodies are having same temperature. That is shown in the diagram. So in the diagram you can see that when the two objects are kept together, first object is the thermometer. Okay, that thermometer will tell you the temperature of the two objects. So if the second object and the third object are kept together, then slowly what will happen? There is an exchange of heat, and there is an exchange of heat. How it will be known? By using thermometer, right? So therefore we will insert a thermometer between these two objects, and if we check the thermometer, if we check the temperature of both the objects, then you will see that both the objects are having same temperature. After attaining same temperature, there will be no exchange of heat, and if there is no exchange of heat, that means this point is called as what? Thermal equilibrium. Okay, so when the two objects reach at same temperature, then they are said to be in thermal equilibrium. So basically thermal equilibrium means what? The point at which there is no transfer of heat between two bodies. Okay, for example, if a piece of ice cube is kept in a water or at a room temperature, then the ice starts melting. That is, there is a transfer of heat from the water towards the ice cube, and therefore the whole, when the ice fully melts in the water, then the water will have some temperature, and that point is called as what? Yes, it is called as what? Thermal equilibrium, because there is no further transfer of heat. So I think you have understood about thermal equilibrium. Now, zeroth law of thermodynamics. Zeroth law of thermodynamics means what? It will this zeroth law has explained us about the temperature, or you can say temperature scales. Temperature is nothing but it is a measure of it is a measurement of a heat, right? So let us see the statement of zeroth law. So the zeroth law of thermodynamics states that the system in thermal equilibrium are at same temperature. This is the statement of zeroth law. Now let us see the explanation of the zeroth law. Now if there are three types of system together in contact with each other, or they are being nearer to each other, kept nearer to each other, right? So let us see the first two system, that is if a system A and C are in thermal equilibrium. Okay, thermal equilibrium means what? There is no transfer of heat, that means A and C are having same temperature. And the system A and B, they are also in thermal equilibrium, that is A and B are also having same temperature, right? Then we can say that B and C are also in thermal equilibrium, or they must be in thermal equilibrium. Okay, then we can say that the system A, B and C are at same temperature. Okay, so this is nothing but called as what? Zeroth law. That means zeroth law is nothing but if two systems are each in thermal equilibrium with the third system, then they are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. So this is the explanation for zeroth law. Now zeroth law of thermodynamics explained us about temperature. Then this temperature can be measured by an instrument called as what? Thermometer. A thermometer is used to measure the temperature of any object. Okay. Now if a thermometer is inserted in an object of which you want to measure the temperature, so what will happen? The mercury will start rising to a point till it will show the object's temperature. So now according to this example, we can say that the thermometer and the object are in thermal equilibrium. Why we can say? Because the thermometer indicates the temperature of the object. So that means what? The temperature of the thermometer which is showing you and the object's temperature, they are both are having same temperature. So this point you can call it as what? Thermal equilibrium. So therefore the object in thermal equilibrium have same temperature. This you have to keep in your mind. Now if you have understood zeroth law, a question arises in our mind that why the name is called as what? Zeroth. Why the law is called as zeroth law? Yes. Why it is not called as first law of thermodynamics, second law, third law, fourth law? Okay. So this zeroth law was established after the three laws of thermodynamics. Okay, so zeroth law is a fundamental law which gives you the formal definition of temperature. So there were three laws of thermodynamics originally established and named before the zeroth law. So if the three laws were already been established, so it was impossible for us to renumber the names of the laws. So therefore if you renumber the names of the laws, then it will create a conclusion because it was already established and named. So who gave the name zeroth? So he gave a lower number to this law, that is 0, and later it was called as what? Zeroth law of thermodynamics. Because in these three laws we have already explained about heat, internal energy and work done, but nowhere the name of the temperature was been there. So therefore this temperature, we were using the name temperature, but what is temperature and why it is used, that was all as explained by zeroth law of thermodynamics. So this law was to be numbered before the three laws. So therefore it was called as what? Zeroth law of thermodynamics.